Good morning, everyone. So, today's topic is Partnership Act 1932. It is one of the important topic when it comes to business law. See, partnership is a kind of a format of business where we need moderate amount of capital and a close group of people can conduct business and share their capital and expertise to perform a business and share the profit of that business. So first we need to define what is partnership. So the definition is partnership is a relationship between persons who have agreed to share profit of a business carried out by all or any of them acting for all. That means partnership is not a format of business which can be conducted by a individual person. It is there are requirement of number of people to conduct such kind of business. So there are certain terms related to partnership like partnership deed. So partnership deed is like Bible of partnership. It is a rule book of partnership, and everything regarding partnership like name of partnership firm, the place of partnership firm and where they are conducting their business, primary occupation of partner, all the partners, address and name of all the partners, nature of business, their rights and duties, their salary, commission, etc., and profit ratio. Everything is noted down in partnership deed. So for every problem and most important, how the partnership firm will dissolve it, it is also mentioned in partnership deed. So partnership deed is basically a document which defines rights and obligations and course of course of nature of the working of partners. Similarly, the partnership firm is collection of partners, and individually they are called the members are called partners, and collectively they are called a partnership firm. So as the definition suggests, there are 5 essentials of a partnership firm. So first essential is association of 2 or more person. So partnership is an association of 2 or more person. That means there must be at least 2 person to create a partnership. That means one person cannot become partner of himself. And in this act, in partnership act, there is a limit of members and partners of a partnership firm. It should be 10 in case of banking business and 20 in case of other business. This is the maximum limit. You can have less number of members as well, but it should be more than 2. Then second essential is agreement. That means partnership must be the result of an agreement between 2 or more person. See, partnership is a result of agreement between 2 or more person. That means the partnership is not created out of status of any person. Just like in Hindu business family, in Hindu business family, a person, when he take birth in that family, he becomes a member of the family business. But in case of uh, partnership, it is not possible, because it is not, partnership is not created by the virtue of birth, and it does not, it, and also it does not arise out of by operation of law. Part, and partnership is not arise out of contract only. It need to create it on the basis of agreement between partners. Third essential is a carrying on a business. That means to create a partnership, there need to be a business or trade of something. Thus, partnership does not exist between members for a charitable society, a religious institute, or even a club. So that means there need to be a proper business in which trade of something is involved. Then next essential is sharing of profit. For the joint carrying on a business alone is not important. It is also equally important to share profit of a business. So uh, sharing profit of a business of partnership firm does not employ sharing of loss, because the ratio of sharing of profit may be different for different partners as the partnership deed suggests. But there are certain kind of partners who does not bear losses. Further we will study about such kind of partners in kind of partners topic. For now it is important to know that sharing of profit comes out of the business is must for partnership firm. And last but not least, the essential of partnership firm is mutual agency. That means there is a relationship between partner and its firm is like principal and agent. Partnership is based upon the idea of mutual agency. Each partner is an agent of other partners and the partnership firm, and the partner can bind all the partners by his act, and he is also bounded by the conduct of all other partners. So mutual agency is the most important mm, factor when it comes to partnership or test of partnership. This is the real test of partnership as well, because uh, in partnership all the partners create a mutual agency. That means there is a relationship of principal and agent, and the partner can bind all the partners by act of himself. Now we come to the topic, which is kind of partner or type of partner. So first kind of partner is actual or active partner. He is the partner who is taking part in all day-to-day business activities which is conducted in the partnership firm. He is the uh, main person who define and decide and plan about each and every activity in the organization, and he is responsible to conduct all the activities in the organization in the partnership firm. Second kind of partner is known as dormant or sleeping partner. Such partners are the partners who contribute only capital and does not take part in day-to-day business of the organization. Such partners are liable like any other partner in the firm, but he does not take part in day-to-day business of the firm. Third type of partner is known as nominal partner. As the name suggests, the partner only in name. That means when a person lend his name or goodwill for a partnership firm, he does not contribute the efforts and even not contribute the capital, but he contribute his goodwill for the organization, for the partnership firm, is known as nominal partner. Then uh, another kind of partner is partner in profit only. So the partner is profit only, as the name suggests. These are the partners who does not bear losses. They contribute only in profits. They does not bear the losses of the firm. Such partners are called partners in profit only. Then another kind of partner is sub partner. That means a sub partner is the partner, and it came into existence when one partner agrees to share profit derived by from the partnership business to another person. So such person is called sub partner. However, in decision making or working of partnership firm, sub partners have no role. So sub partners does not exist in eyes of law when it comes to a partnership firm. Last kind of partner is known as partner by estoppel or by holding out. So these are the partners who by any representation, who does not act as actual partner or sleeping partner. That means they do not contribute effort or do not contribute in capital also, but they are the partners, they are the persons, anyone who by word is spoken or written or by conduct represent himself as a partner of firm, and on the basis of that representation any person act uh, in the favor of the organization, the person who is making representation become liable as a partner. Such kind of partnership is known as partner by holding out or partner by estoppel. So this is all about kind of partners. Now we come to type of partnerships. There are three kind of partnerships. First is a partnership at will. That means this is the kind of partnership which is not for a fixed time period or not for a particular venture or undertaking. It is made as when and how the partnership will uh, comes to an end. Second kind of partnership is known as particular partner. This is the kind of partnership which is created for a particular undertaking or particular task. So after completing that task, the partnership firm will dissolve. And third kind of partnership is partnership for fixed term. That means it is a partnership which is created for a particular time period. After the time lapses, such kind of partnership will dissolve. Now there are certain rights and duties of partners as well. So first we talk about the rights of partner. First right is right to take part in management. However, there are various kind of partners in an organization or in a partnership firm, but some may take part in day-to-day business, some do not take part in management, but every partner has a right to take part in conduct of business. Second right is right to inspect book. Every partner has a right to check books of account and get the copies of books of account. Right to be consulted. That means even if he is sleeping partner or a partner by holding out or a partner, nominal partner, he has a right to be consulted before any major decision making. Right to share profit. That means it is one of the essential of partnership also, that partnership is created when a business is conducted and the profit out of this business is shared by all the partners. So profit sharing is one of the important rights of a partner. Then rights to interest on capital. If a partner is contributed in capital and it is mutually agreed in partnership that deed that such amount of interest will be given to the partner, so he is entitled to receive the interest on capital. Then it is right to use property of business. That means every partner is a co-owner of property of a partnership firm, so he has right to use property of ownership firm, but for the best benefit of partnership firm's business. That means exclusively for the partnership firm's business, not for the personal use. Then right to admit and expel partner. See, a new partner cannot be admitted, or a old partner cannot be expelled without the consent of all the partners. Then next right is right to give opinion. Obviously every partner has a right to give opinion about the conduct of business, about the working of the organization. Then there is a right to act as an agent. See, the partnership firm idea is based on mutual agency, so every partner become an agent to a partnership firm. So all the rights an agent can have can equally bear by the partners as well. Right to right of retirement. So every partner has a right of retirement from the firm by the mutual consent only. That means every partner need to be agreed to retire a partner from the firm. Then the last right of partner is right of competing business. This right arises only when the partner become outgoing partner. That means a partner is leaving a firm as a partner, then only he can have a right to conduct a competing business. Otherwise he cannot conduct a competing business. But even if he is an outgoing partner, he cannot use the firm name for conducting a competing business. Then we come to the duty of partners. So duties are as follows: to work for common advantage. That means all partners should work diligently for the profit of organization, profit of partnership firm. He need to be faithful to the partnership firm. He should render true account. That means he should not uh, misrepresent or conceal any uh, account related issues. Then to indemnify for the fraud. That means he need to provide insurance if he found guilty of a fraud. Then his duty is not to claim any remuneration. See, for the creation of agency, contract of agency, there is no remuneration required, because as a partner he is also a principal of uh, agency. So for the creation of agency, no remuneration is required. So likewise, it is a partner's duty to claim no remuneration. However, he can claim certain remuneration if he provides any specialized service to the partnership firm. Then his duty is to share profit and loss. That means his duty is to share profit and bear the losses as well. Last duty of partner is to act within authority. That means whatever authorities is given to the partner in partnership deed, he must act within those authorities. He should not exceed or cross the authorities he has given in partnership deed. So this is all about partnership, essential partnership types, partners type, duties, and rights of partners. I hope you understand the topic, and thank you for now.